Flex, what are you doing, son?
My teacher said that I had to write a story on my favorite animal.
You have to write a story on your favorite animal?
Yeah, that's what she said.
I don't think that's what she meant, son. Y'all about to see what we call the kiss cam. Mwah. Oh my God! There's Patty! Patty! I know you're so scared, baby. Oh. Oh. Baby, are your legs okay?
Oh, friends, look who has blessed me with her present. So much so that I decided to sit on the ground and hopefully she might come sit down by me if she's feeling it. Yeah, look at you, sweet girl. Oh, I love you so much, Ima. I've made what would you call it? I don't know. What is it? I've come to maybe a revelation or...
Well, hey there, folks. Lester here, and I want to welcome you to a beautiful 2024. Today's the second day of January, and we are making our first video. Come here, sweetie. Talking about our survivors. We've made us... Oh, sweetie. It's about you. So this here is Ima Jean. Ima Jean is the namesake to our sanctuary. Ima Jean, I'm a survivor. Yes, and that's Ima Jean right there on our logo. And she is the animal we're going to highlight and showcase first as far as one of our original, our OG. Hey, sweetie. Today it's about Ima Jean. There's a lot of great stories to be told here, friends. There's a lot of great stories to tell. But today we must start with our original, Ima Jean.
What's going on, guys? LE here. And today I have a really special video for you guys. I think it's an underappreciated story, and that's what I'm hoping to change in the making of this video, because truly nothing that we have here, all the bonding and connections and the video making that we've had over the past several months wouldn't be possible, not in the slightest, without the bravery and the courage of one truly special animal. And that would be Miss Ima Jean right here, if you haven't guessed it already. Now, you know, Ima Jean, I call her the OG because she is the original. She's who our sanctuary is named after, and there's very good reason for that. So for those of you that don't know the story already, let's get to it. You know, guys, when Hurricane Harvey happened, we were evacuated on boats, so we couldn't really take the animals with us. We still had high hopes that they would be okay and that the water would subside relatively quickly. But in the ensuing days, as more people were getting evacuated, they sent us pictures of our land. And literally the highest elevation we have around here, even that was 6 feet underwater, literally. And out of all of our dozens of animals, I still can't explain how miraculous it is that 3 of them were able to come out alive. Ima, Meg, and Patty. I have garnered this selfie stick and this tape measure to put into perspective how miraculous Ima Jean, Meg, and Patty's survival was. So as I said, the highest elevation on our land was 6 feet underwater, and this is the 6 foot mark right here. And Ima, she's not standing completely upright, but you can just tell, even at her highest, she's not even close to being 6 feet tall. So how them 3 survived that flood when the water was this high for 3 days in a row is just beyond me. It's beyond any of us. You know, many of us speculate that Meg survived the flood by standing on Ima Jean's back for the majority, if not entire duration of it. And that just speaks to Ima Jean's resiliency, strength, mental and physical, and her bravery, that she was able to endure cuts, scrapes, bruises and infections to save not only her own life, but another little goat's life as well. And to me, that's a level of resiliency and strength that I haven't seen out of any human, animal, or just anything in my lifetime.
So a little bit about Imogene is that she was living here prior to Hurricane Harvey flooding, and she was the only, well, she is the last remaining babies who had survived that hurricane flood. We had a goat named Meg, a pig named Patty, and a donkey named Imogene, who were our Hurricane Harvey flood survivors. Despite all the animals we lost that day, this little girl over here somehow found a way. She did. She somehow managed to find a way to survive 6 foot of water. All right, so this here is the driveway that I came walking up after we were allowed to return back to our homes. There was still flood water on the driveway itself. It was probably 2 or 3 feet high. It wasn't that deep, but it was right about through here somewhere when I was met by our first surviving animal, which was Patty Pig. I met here, loved on her for a little bit at this area. And over here is when I began to notice that Meg was still alive, standing over here on our Texas flag area. Now, up along this hill over here, my dad's horses were fine, but this entire pasture and the entire fence line here was littered. And I mean, it was just littered with the remains of cows and goats and other animals that did not survive the flood. Most animals belonged to us, but there were other animals wrapped up in our fences that did not belong to us. They washed in from who knows where. My sister's home, which is no longer there, it's been buried since, destroyed. My home destroyed. My brother's home, lost, a complete loss. My nephew's home, complete loss. And so it was quite devastating. But getting back to the Imogene story, after I come up and I loved on the horses for a minute, I'd already loved on Patty Pig. I walked over here, that's where I saw Meg, and loved on Meg just for a second or so. And it was right over here under this little tower tree where Imogene was laying. So we sat right around this area over here, loving on Imogene for a bit. Meg, our goat, came over and joined us and went and got some fresh water and began to give her something to drink. She was super dehydrated and she would not eat. It wasn't until we finally got her up on her feet a little bit later and was able to get more water into her that we discovered that she was more than likely just severely dehydrated, which is why she wasn't able to walk. That flood water was over this hill for about 3 days. And so that meant for 3 days she was wallowing around in water. But guys, if you don't already know this, donkeys are a very picky and finicky drinker. So she would not drink the flood water. You're probably saying, well, if she was dehydrated, yet she was in a flood, that doesn't make much sense. No. The flood water was carrying so much toxins that there's no way she would have drank that water. So instead, she went 3 days without drinking, trying to stay afloat above water. And from that point on, it was just lots of TLC trying to get her back, you know, to better health. One of the neatest stories about Imogene is that a year or so after the hurricane flood, she was back to full health. You know, she'd lost her partner during the flood. And we brought in another rescued donkey, Donkey Dan. And together they had a beautiful baby boy. We named him Harvey just to commemorate the situation that she'd overcome. The moment of truth. It's a boy. Baby Harvey it is. Now, I will say she did end up having a second baby a few years later. And that baby's name is Beverly. You all know Beverly, one of our most beloved donkeys. Yeah.
Did you see Ziggy at all?
Yes.
Okay, I didn't see him.
Beverly, it's not your day, sweetie. It's not your day. We're not telling your story today. We're telling your mama's story. Sweetie, look at the camera. Don't be shy. And so she does have Beverly now, who is a part of our horse herd. Oh, Lord. Sweetie, you want your attention, don't you? You want your attention, little boy. He's like, why is it all about I'm a Gene? When do I get my loving? Listen, today's not your loving day, okay? I will be happy to love you, but it's about I'm a Gene. It's her video day. And she wants you to run along because it's about her. Right, sweetie? Okay. Well, we want to thank y'all for being a part of our very first Survivor Series. We're going to call it our Survivor Series. Being a part of our very first Survivor Series featuring I'm a Gene. Baby, you want help with that? Is there anything that you would like to talk about I'm a Gene? As far as your most maybe memorable moment or anything unique about her?
Moment, but I will tell you, out of all the donkeys, she has the skinniest legs. And sometimes when she was pregnant, she would look like a barrel on twigs.
A barrel on twigs.
At her face, she just looked like it was a little round barrel standing on, you know, like sawhorse legs. Like.
Yes.
But she does. She has the skinniest, prettiest ankles of them all.
Sweetie, you do. She's just always been the most sweetest little girl, just such an amazing demeanor.
And in the summertime, she slicks down to where she almost looks wet. Like her fur feels like seal, like flubberish at times. And her calm demeanor and just the way that she exemplifies being a survivor is just, it's iconic.
Well, which is why she is the donkey on our logo. I'm a Gene, the original survivor. Do you mind? Sorry. We want to thank y'all for joining us today on our first look back at our Survivor Series featuring I'm a Gene. Who's going to be up tomorrow?
I vote Ringo.
Ringo.
Beverly, you're getting so big, eating grain like that. She still loves to snuggle up to her mama, though. Oh my gosh, Ringo. I probably wouldn't go there if I were you. I'm a Gene. Oh my gosh, no. No, oh, I actually feel terrible for Ringo. Ringo, buddy, are you okay?
So, tomorrow will be Mr. Ringo. Great story to tell. And thank y'all for watching. And
thank y'all.
Shout out to I'm a Gene, the original.
I'm a Gene.